Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Llama and today I am bringing you a TVZ. This is going to be on Ohana and it is from IEM Cologne, the upper bracket quarterfinal, and it is one of the four quarterfinals in the upper bracket here, or one of the parts of the open bracket, I do believe. Yes, open bracket number 4 if I do check right there. So, in the bottom right hand corner we do have Millennium's ForGG, who unfortunately did just see the loss of Stefano from his team, as Stefano is of course now on Team EG, so we'll of course have to watch and see how that does work out for him. And spawning up in the top left corner we do have Sahara Death, aka DeathAngel, who is on Team... oh, which team? Team Alternate. I'm going to go ahead and say he's on Team Alternate. Do not quote me on that if he is on a different team. DeathAngel. Absolute Legends. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so he is on Team Absolute Legends. I apologize for that. Who's on Team Alternate? I was just thinking of somebody else who's on Team Alternate, and his name escapes me as well. So, regardless, we do have Absolute Legends DeathAngel up in this top left corner, and he is playing the Zerg. It looks like he will be opening up, of course, with the standard 15 hatch at this point, while our Terran opponent ForGG is going to go ahead and open up with a 1-rack expand from what it looks like, simply because he is saving up a decent amount of money right there, has not thrown down a gas, and no second barracks has gone down yet at this point. So pretty standard macro opener from both players. We will just go ahead and watch to see when DeathAngel will be taking his pool, and he's actually going to go all the way up to 17. So greedy man, did he even scout? No, he did not. So he has yet to scout anything. If his opponent had gone for an 11-11 or anything like that, he would be absolutely dead. And he's actually going to be going for 3 hatch first. How greedy can you get off of no scout? So he clearly is saying, you know what, I am trusting that my opponent ForGG is going to be going for a 1-rack expand or a CC first, because that is about as greedy as you can get, folks. He went for 3 hatcheries before pool. Insane to see that, especially without a scout. You know, maybe, like, I will do this. I have gone 3 hatch before scout, but it comes down when my drone gets into his base and sees that he goes CC first, then I'll throw down my 3rd hatch. So, a little different than completely not scouting whatsoever. So he will be able to poke up there at least and see the command center going down. So he knows that he will be okay in that sense. But wow, any sort of early aggression would have instantly been game over for DeathAngel. So it looks like he possibly... maybe he feels like he's not quite up to par in macro against his opponent right here, and so he's just trying to be a little bit greedy to get ahead, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So it could be that ForGG he just believes would be able to outplay him at the time, or it's possible that he just thinks he can hit a really good timing. This is game 1, so it's possible that he can just get ahead with some nice timing, possibly off these 3 bases here with such a great economy, and that would be able to boost him up, and then maybe in game 2 he can throw down a cheese, something like that. So it looks like ForGG is going to be dropping the bunker, and I love the placement. Unfortunately, it won't protect over here, of course, so you will have to continually micro the Marines back and forth, but if there are some speedlings here, they can just come in and be annoying with the SCVs, force a little bit more APM out of the Terran player. But at the same time, having it blocked in right here makes it easy to just block in with supply depots, making it extremely difficult for if your Zerg opponent does go for some sort of Ling run by or something like that. Then you can at least have a little bit more defense. You can't get a full surround, stuff like that. So it looks like he will be pulling out the Marines right there and very easily handling that. In the meantime, we do see that ForGG did get these fast double gas right here, so he will be adding on the starport, going for the Cloak Banshee, it looks like, off of this, and in the meantime, of course, grabbing these Hellions right here. So with very little defense right now for when these Hellions come out, we'll have to see how much damage ForGG can do. I don't think he's... So it looks like some roaches actually will be out. I was going to say, I don't see any defense whatsoever. He doesn't have any units out on the map. No spine crawlers up at any of the bases, which is a little surprising. Generally, I feel like if you go for a fast 3 hatch, you want to be able to have like a spine crawler right here just for a little bit of defense. But it looks like he won't, and instead he's just going to try and use the mixture of roaches and queens to defend this off. Excuse me. And in the meantime, here we do have the Cloak Banshees starting to be produced, about halfway done at this point. Barracks adding on to Tech Lab will be able to start that stim upgrade early to transition into that, of course. And here we're going to see the Hellions start to try and go for a run. By 4 Hellions can roast a drone in a single swipe. There we go, 2 already go down. He's going to get a 3rd and a 4th, it looks like. So 4 worker kills, yep, right there. Is that going to be worth the loss of 3 Hellions, though? No, it is not. I can tell you that right now. So you really want to be able to keep those Hellions with your army somewhat, at the very least, simply so you can have those for future, any sort of Ling aggression, whatever it is. But losing that many Hellions is extremely difficult, and I'm assuming, yep, he will be going into getting the Stem and Marauders right there and going into a Marine medevac composition out of this. So it looks like he will be trying to now once again head over here to do some damage. There's no roaches right here, so it's simply going to come down to the Queen trying to do some damage, as well as some drones trying to pick away a little bit. He needs to be careful. He's trying to get a surround. He's not going to be able to get it, though, and it looks like ForGG going to be able to do some very decent damage right there. 1 Hellion goes down, but at what cost right there? 16 workers killed right now, so he's done so much damage. In the meantime, the Banshee has been picking away at the back of this base now, so it has picked up 3 kills of its own. 4 going to continue adding to that. With Cloak, he doesn't have anything to deal with this, so it's just going to continue picking off drones. So many drones have been roasted, 24, and it's only continuing to go up. And poor DeathAngel at this point is losing so many drones. I'm so surprised that he just let those drones sit there and did not pull them to his natural, pull them to his 3rd, try and get them away. So ForGG going to be able to take a nice lead, I would imagine, after killing off 28 drones right there, and he's still up. We do see DeathAngel up 48 to 37, but now he's going to once again be investing in more drones, I would imagine, as well as defenses here. And once again, the Hellions going to come in. There's 4 Hellions right here, so they'll continue to start roasting away. 5 Hellions, excuse me, and there is not much defense whatsoever. I don't see any roaches out on the field. So what happened to those roaches? Did they get blasted away by the Banshee? Possibly, I'm not quite sure. And as well, ForGG has added in a couple Marauders and Marines aggression right there, simply off of that 1 Rax. So I love the push right there with these extra units. Now with the Marauders and the Banshees overhead, he's going to continue to be able to do so much damage right here. 37 workers have been killed, yet DeathAngel still continues to maintain that lead as he is continuing to drone up. And we see that ForGG is not looking to take a 3rd base at any time soon. Look at how many production facilities he does have, though. 5 barracks, a factory, and a starport with the reactor right there, of course. And now he's going to be pushing in with the Hellion Banshee force that he has right here. There is going to be this 1 Spore Crawler right there, and more Spore Crawlers trying to go up in the main, as well as the Infestation Pit, but I don't know if he'll be able to really do enough. And it looks like the Hellions once again going to try and fly by and just continue to roast away, as there is almost no defenses right here, just a couple of Zerglings right here. So I'm really surprised at how greedy DeathAngel has been in this entire engagement. And was a building just killed off? Because those look like broodlings. So it looks like the Evo Chamber will go down. The upgrade, I'm not sure if it was canceled or it finished. I can't tell. It was so close to being finished. It doesn't need to be canceled, of course. As if the building dies, you are automatically refunded the resources. And here it looks like DeathAngel is going to simply try and go for the counterattack. He doesn't feel like he can really do anything against this. The Infestation Pit is up, but no infestors are going to be made at this time. Another Infestation Pit is being built somewhere on the map. Over here, it looks like next to the Spore Crawler, but this right here is just going to make it extremely difficult for DeathAngel to do anything, as he has no detection right now. He has these Spore Crawlers that are trying to do whatever they can, but 4 Banshees have so much DPS, they're just going to easily be able to work away. In the meantime, we have another force in the middle of the map right here that's going to pick off all these Zerglings. The Queens will go down, Spore Crawlers will go down. He's going to start focusing on this lair. A 2nd Queen will poke out from there, so that's at least going to be a tiny bit helpful, but this Spore Crawler trying to get in range to root will not get down in time. One of the Banshees does become uncloaked, but does it even matter at this point, as even more Banshees do join up right here. He's trying to get some detection at the very least, but his lair looks like it is going to fall. In the meantime, there's this force attacking into the natural, and I'm not sure that DeathAngel really has anything left to do to hold on. He's trying to play so greedy this game, going for upgrades, Infestation Pit. No defense against those Hellions. Very minimal defenses against the Banshees right there, and it just put him in a terrible position, as now you can see that ForGG has taken a huge lead. He's starting his 3rd base now and continuing to add on all these reactors. Look at that. He has so much production right now. So we're going to see DeathAngel try and go for a little counterattack. There's not really much he can do against these this marine force right here with all of the Banshees overhead. Once again, the infestation pit will go down. Pathogen glands has not even been started. No infestors on the field, so there's still no answer for 5 Banshees right here, which is really the problem. He's going to try and throw down a few more Spore Crawlers, 6 Banshees now, and that's basically going to be able to just completely clean up his army. It looks like some Broodlings will be able to finish off some of the Marines right there, but I'm still just shocked at how much damage these Banshees have done. I almost want to individually go through each one of these. 3, 17, 7, 7, it looks like 24, I mean just 10, so much damage from each of these Banshees. What's the workers killed? 61 drones killed, 181 units killed, and that's going to be it from DeathAngel. He said, you know what, that's enough punishment for me, GG, and that's game 1 right there as ForGG takes it in a very convincing fashion, and now I will see you guys over in game 2.